so happy.
I love my new apron.
Cooking with Debbie and friends.
Sing it, baby.
Cooking with Debbie and friends.
What are we gonna do?
Make some good food, talk about marriage and parenting too.
Yeah?
Self-care and budgeting and some recipes for life, yeah. Cooking with Debbie and friends.
Hi everybody, welcome to Cooking with Debbie and Friends. Cooking with Debbie and Friends is a little chat show we do right here in our kitchen. And this is Travis, my sous chef, for those of you who don't know. Also my
Husband. Every Sunday at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time, we get together and we cook. And every Tuesday, now at 7 p.m., we do a live broadcast. And we bring in awesome guests. We'll talk about that in a minute. But today, we are streaming to Facebook and YouTube. So if you're on one of those channels, please comment. We want to know that you're here and we want to say hi to you.
Yes, we stream to those channels so that we can chat with you and you can chat with each other. And I wanted to ask you, Travis, you said that if you're on YouTube, you can see everybody's comments?
Yeah, the cool thing about YouTube is, we use Restream in addition to some other things, but Restream makes it possible on YouTube for all the comments to be pulled into one location. So if you're on Facebook and you go to YouTube, for example, /Mommy Comic, you can see everyone's comments, and really it's kind of a different experience over there, I think.
Right. So let's say hi to a couple people that joined us so far. We have the Bilberries, Mike and Linda. We have...
of course, my dad was
your dad?
there so early.
And then, of course, Scott and Fabian Gomez are here from Florida. So we're covering the country, boy. So if you're here, please let us know you're here.
And Rhea.
Hi, and Anna Maria, and probably Richard and Artemis
Yep.
as well. So let us know that you're watching. We appreciate that. It's so funny because sometimes I'll hear from somebody who say, hey, that was a great show, and I didn't even know they were watching.
Yeah, I do too, all the time. Like, you creeper. Why are you creeping?
You creeper.
Why are you creeping?
So we're going to do gifts from the kitchen today, and I want to say thank you to my lovely friend Debbie Grow. Hi, Eva, who sent me this cute apron.
Can't see. Yeah, you can't see. It's got little feet down at the bottom.
It is the cutest.
I should pick you up. So it looks like a tiny little elf.
I look like a little elf.
She's just a little bit taller than a regular elf, but
yeah. So Debbie Grow sent this to me, and I just thought that was so sweet of her to send. So thank you, Debbie Grow.
Hi, Eva.
And we want to say thank you to Foddy's Flowers for these beautiful holiday cups. Aren't they pretty?
Foddy's
Flowers. And they're a small business here in town, and we ask that you support your small businesses, please. And
the roses are from Foddy's,
yes.
And the poinsettia is from my friend RJ.
That was just so thoughtful. And so support your small businesses. And, you know, we were talking to Cheryl Anderson, a friend of ours, and just talking about small businesses. And I was talking about the florist business because they don't know from one weekend to another whether or not a funeral or a small wedding was approved. And small meaning like the bride, the groom, and 2 witnesses.
Yeah, not very big at all.
Yeah, and the same thing with funerals. So they don't know from one day to the next what's going on. So if you can support them, please do. Check them out for poinsettias and wreaths and mistletoe and flowers. Yeah. So... all right. So, hi, Eva. Nice to see you. So, before we get to going, we do look festive, huh? Woo! So, we're going to talk about gifts from the kitchen. Like I said, we're going to recap a little bit on Table Talk last Tuesday. We had the beautiful Izzy and Brad Garrett.
Yeah, so let me show you just a quick... This is a screen cap of one of the episodes that we've got. It's available now. You can watch it, but I'm also going to be putting up some I'll be putting up some clips on the website cookingwithdebbieandfriends.com. You can go there, and if you go to the Table Talk section, you can actually watch a bunch of clips of all the different shows. But yeah, Izzy and Brad were on.
She was so prepared. I mean, she was just pulling one thing out of it, one thing out of her cupboard. She ran to her refrigerator. She showed us so many things that she cooks with for plant-based cooking. And for those of you asking, because the conversation went on afterwards, and after the show. And for me, I found the Gardein that she was showing. She kept showing a lot of those. I found the ground meat replacement, the Mandarin chicken. Gardein.
Okay.
Gardein, yeah, at Target for 10% off this week. So
what the episode really was about, Izzy is a vegan vegetarian. She really kind of goes a little bit both with that. Now, Brad has been eating meat for a long time and has slowly started to take meat out of his diet. So much of the conversation was about how he transitioned from a really heavy meat diet into a more plant-based diet. And there wasn't a question that we asked Izzy or something that we brought up that she didn't have a response to.
Right.
Because she really lives this. So if you've got any interest in being a vegetarian or just reducing some of the meat in your diet, I would suggest watch that episode because Izzy was really amazing.
Very informative. So, and we also hope that you join her on Instagram because she posts beautiful pictures of her creations, and she's so informative on her blog. So please friend her over at Instagram, follow her, and look at her blog. We have a couple more people. We have Elizabeth all the way from Conroe, Texas, and Suzanne, who's also in Conroe, Texas, and Conroe, and Joe and BG down the street. So good to see you guys here. Last Sunday we did sheet pan dinners, and the reason I picked sheet pan dinners is because my friend Scott Hale Gomez turned me on to them, and they really are almost like the benefits of a crock pot where everything's made in one place and then served. But it's not like casserole-y, because it's hard for me to eat things that are casserole because I have to watch my carbohydrates as a diabetic. So the sheet pan dinners were great because you can put in your protein, your vegetables, your seasoning, ready to go. Yeah. And Loretta, I don't know if you're watching, but she wrote that she did the shrimp, the Cajun shrimp. Oh, and it was so good. It was really good.
Look, the house smells amazing. Dinner is done, or lunch is done pretty quickly. I think it took 45 minutes total with the potatoes and that. And it was a really very, very tasty, healthful meal.
And next Tuesday, we're having on...
Oh my God, let me show you guys this.
We're having on Mrs. Claus. Isn't she darling?
So we just want to make a note. Check out that white text right there. This is not intended for children.
Not intended for children. Mrs. Claus knows that we are all adults on the show. We enjoy an adult beverage now and then. We enjoy an adult joke. And we're probably all on the naughty list, and that's just fine with her. So this is not for children. Do not gather your children or your grandchildren, because this is not that kind of Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, so she's got some stuff to get off her chest, and we really, she's very busy this time of year, but of course she agreed to do the show because she's got some things that she feels like we all need to hear.
And do feel free to join her in the comment section there. And she is, the way we booked her, she's a good friend of mine. We have a mutual friend, Cheryl Anderson, who's also known as the soccer mom.
I'm going to show this one more time. She's so
cute.
Adorable.
And so Cheryl Anderson turned us on to Mrs. Claus and helped me with the booking. So if you get a chance, check out Cheryl as well, if you catch my drift.
Yep.
So Trav, I'm going to have you go. Oh, look at you! You already started washing your hands because
I read your mind.
We're going to do gifts from the kitchen. Gifts from the kitchen are always budget friendly, and they're always budget friendly. And most of these things you have or you can improvise already from home, including your presentation. We're going to talk about repurposing some of the containers you already have at home. So this is going to be a great episode to watch and join us and take some notes so you know what you have on hand, or, to make gifts from your kitchen. Yeah. So we're going to start with nuts. We have a naughty and a nice nut. Now, the reason that I started making nuts is because Travis and I had two friends in our writing class that were vegan, and I was making cookies for everybody, and I couldn't find a good vegan cookie. This was before, Izzy introduced her chocolate peppermint vegan cookies. So
show them that.
So I made a vegan version of a snack for them, and they were candied pecans. So we're going to make those today. We're going to make a naughty one, and we're going to make a nice one. And the only thing that naughty means is it's a little spicier. It's a little hot. So, and then we're also going to make a sweet one. So which one do you want to make, Trav?
I want to make the naughty one.
You want to make the naughty one? Okay, let's get you everything you need over there. So for the naughty pecans, there's your bowl right there. You're going to need, and are we putting the ingredients on somewhere?
I can, yeah.
Oh,
do you want me to put those up right now?
Sure.
Okay, so this is the spiced pecans. This is the Ritz Carlton version that I'm doing, which has a little extra cayenne. And
the Ritz Carlton pecans are the ones that sit on the bar. And they became so popular, people were asking, hey, how do you make these? And the bartenders happen to have just papers with the recipes on them ready to go.
Yeah.
So these are the Ritz Carlton Lodge spiced pecans.
Yeah.
So Travis, you're going to start here with about 3 cups of pecan halves.
Okay, and by the way, these right now at Sprouts are $11.99 per pound. So, you know, it's a fairly inexpensive gift when you figure the portions that you send to people.
That's just a little under a pound right there. Yeah. And then in you're going to put in half a cup of you're going to put in.
Did you? Oh, we switched sides.
We switched sides. Okay. It's okay.
So I'm just gonna pull this over like this.
All right. Now, let me tell you what happened with the maple syrup. So I have 100% maple syrup on hand that I bought for the holidays, but I ran out. I was like an eighth of a cup short. I wasn't going to send you out looking for maple syrup.
Because I've been to Sprouts 3 times this week already in the past 2 days.
And so...
So what happened? Show the people on the camera right there.
So what I did is I looked it up, I Googled it, and you can replace pure maple syrup with corn syrup on a 1-to-1 ratio. So most of you have corn syrup on hand too, so that's what I use. So this is a mixture of pure maple syrup and corn syrup. So remember, you can replace it with that or molasses for a 1-to-1.
Now, is that going to change or alter the taste much? I mean, maybe a little, because you're going to get the maple taste. But in this one, you're going to catch most of that heat anyway.
The heat is what really catches. This is not for the faint of heart.
Yeah.
So Travis, you're going to go ahead and put your... half a cup of maple syrup in there.
Okay, pour most of it. Now spat out the rest.
Okay, and we have 1 tablespoon of cumin that's going to go in there. Really give it a good stir, baby.
Okay, before you put any more powder, let me get these coated. All coated with the, that cumin is strong.
Right, right. And when we package these, you're going to want to package your spice nuts separately because it will, get your cookies. It will, go in.
We've got some nice little jars there.
Why is Richard replying to his wife? I think they're watching in separate rooms.
Because they're newlyweds. They're
newlyweds.
Even if they're watching next to each other.
And 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper.
Okay.
Now you can do a little less of this if you like, but this is a hot.
Yeah, we're gonna do this in little bits here because I want to make sure to get it all nice and coated.
Good.
I'm not just gonna dump the whole thing in there like you do macaroni and cheese powder. Yeah, this is really...
I forgot to preheat the oven.
That's really spicy.
Do you want to stop there? You can stop there.
I'm not tasting it. I'm just saying, it's hitting me, the cayenne and the nutmeg.
You can absolutely stop there if you like.
Why would we do that?
Let's
do it. Let's just go all in with it. I don't think we said hi to Joe and BG. They said hi a little earlier.
I said hi to Joe and BG.
Well, we want to say
I wrote to BG in a panic. Do you have any cayenne? I just need 1 more teaspoon. And our friend Flora... gave me some, so I have her little container ready to go with some spiced pecans in there.
Were they the spicy ones you're giving her?
Huh?
I think are you giving her the spicy ones?
I am.
Oh,
I think I am.
They're really good.
And this is 1 teaspoon, yeah?
That's what it looks like.
1 teaspoon of kosher salt.
Yeah, go ahead and just, yep.
There you go.
Yeah, girl.
That easy. And again, we're explaining it to you on air and everything's in little containers. But so it takes some time to put this together. But if you're in your own kitchen, this is going to be quick and easy. So there you go. That's all nice and syrupy.
Look at that. Oh,
pretty.
It does look really pretty.
So let's put those to the side and wait for our oven to heat up.
Yep.
Our oven's heating up to 350 degrees. I've got 2 baking sheets with parchment paper. Oh gosh, you guys, parchment paper is the loveliest thing to have on hand during holiday season. And also, if you go to the dollar store, grab some of those paper tablecloths, because you can decorate cookies, or I make my pretzels on them, and then you can the plastic ones, and you just roll it all up. There's paper and plastic. Trav, since you did such a great job on that,
oh, thank you.
You're going to do the sweet and the spicy ones as well. I hope remember which is which.
Well,
how about we keep the?
Yeah, we'll taste it.
All right.
Well, a big bowl. And...
So what we have here is we have 2 cups of pecan halves. So just a cup less, and then you're doing. What'd you put in there? Do you even know?
That's the syrup.
That's the 3 tablespoons of maple syrup.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Get every little last bit in there.
Spat that out of there.
All right. You have 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil.
Before I do that, I just want to make sure to give it a nice little stir to get everything stirred up in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is extra virgin olive oil.
Yes, it is.
Is this the one that Bob Snow gave us? Or did we use that up already?
And you know, this is a dry house, and if you have friends that are friends of Bob's, or Bill's, sorry, friends of Bill's, you know, it's a great housewarming gift when you go and, you know, you're used to giving a nice bottle of wine. Give a nice bottle of olive oil in lieu of wine. Okay. How's that going?
Yeah,
okay,
that's good.
Now we're ready for our spices. The spices are chili powder, pumpkin spice. Do we have that graphic up, babe?
No, but I can put it back up.
Sure, thank you.
And by the way, this is going to be on our website too.
Yeah.
With some downloads. We'll talk about that later.
Right. So what we have here is we have 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, and 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie
Show
spice.
that to the people on the
Sure. Thing. Now, if you don't have pumpkin pie spice mix, don't worry. Hi, Debbie Grow. In search of our angel tree topper. Isn't it funny how you lose things like that? And then you find it as you're putting everything away from Christmas. So,
okay, the first thing I noticed, the difference here, this one definitely is more syrupy. That one's stickier.
Yeah. So what Travis is putting in there is pumpkin pie spice mix, chili powder, and sea salt. If you don't have the pumpkin pie spice mix, don't worry about it. Anytime you see something like Italian spice mix or pumpkin pie spice mix, you can make your own. Go to Pinterest. I throw a lot of people over to Pinterest. Go to Pinterest and you can find those ready to go, like how to make your own spices. Remember I showed you how to keep your little jars there? You can make your little jars so it's all ready to go. You can make your own, customize your spice mixes.
Okay, and I'm just folding this in because you guys, you want to make sure to get everything quoted, nice and coated in there. It looks pretty tasty. Smells pretty good.
Debbie Grow, I'm wearing the apron. I did a big thing about the apron, and it's like almost life size because I'm like 4'11". Flora, yes. Don't worry, Flora. I'm on my way to your house after the show to return some cayenne pepper because you bailed me out.
Well,
we've got the best.
Not the cayenne.
What?
It's cayenne, but it's on some pecans for you.
What?
The cayenne pepper. Are you actually going to give her cayenne pepper back?
No, I'm going to give her what I made with it.
Okay. And you got to say pecans, not pecans, because my dad will lose it if you say it the wrong way.
Now, usually I have a big sink full of soap water here because if you are cooking all day and you're doing your cookies, your holiday baking or whatever, it's nice to have a big bin of hot soapy water to get your dishes soaking so they're ready to either hand wash or put into the dishwasher. So we're waiting for our oven to go ding.
Yeah, but in the meantime, why don't we talk about, well, first of all, let me send you guys to the website. If you go to the website and click recipes, the very top entry right there is the recipe for these. And on that page, there's a download so that you can make some labels. We're going to talk about that in a moment.
Yes, we are.
Wanted to let you know that the recipes are there if you missed it. This is a very easy snack. It is vegan And anyone that tries it, one or the other is going to love it. So
and I'm
please
so
go to the
happy that
website.
Joe and BG are here, and Flora and Dave, because they're getting some.
You're getting some.
All right. So we're talking about, again, gifts from the kitchen. As soon as our oven goes ding, we're going to put these in a parchment-lined baking sheet, all ready to go back there. And we're going to layer them out in one. I guess we could do that right now.
We're going to do that now.
Sure. Sure. So I'll take care of these, and these are the maple pumpkin spice.
The little bowl is that.
Yeah.
So that way it's
And the reason Travis had to go to Sprout so often this week was because we kept taste testing these babies. Oh, they were delicious. Now you can make these for a snack like we are, but
this is so ooey gooey.
I know.
I can't wait.
I do have a big bag of pecan spices. And I was talking to my daughter Pilar, who you'll see a little bit later here, and she said you can do she suggested making the same recipe except with the pieces, because now they're all ready for a salad, a fall salad, ready to go, and trail mix. She also said trail mix. Yeah. So Trav, you want to give them a lot of room.
Yep, just one single layer. You don't want them piled up like that, right?
Yeah.
I listen.
I know, baby.
I heard what you were saying earlier.
That's our oven.
Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Oh my god.
Okay, now as far as cooking these, what'd you do with the recipes?
I threw them away.
Why?
So we don't need them anymore.
No, we need them. Where's the recipe?
It's right behind you. It's behind you.
You make me crazy.
You know, Debbie likes to have these recipes, and I brought home some sheet protectors, and she even uses little grease pencils and dry erase on them when she's working, because you can just wipe it right off after.
Yeah. Okay. Now, both of these are like a 10 to 15 minute cook. Some people, when they do sheet dishes like this, or cookie sheets, like in Sally's Baking Addiction, she says only put one cookie sheet in the oven at the time. But you're busy. I'm busy, right? Yeah. We're busy. Okay. So we're going to put these in at the same time. They both have a 10 to 15 minute. And we're going to eyeball this. We're going to eyeball... my sister-in-law put them in a mason jar as gifts. Did your sister-in-law watch this? Stay tuned. Oh, Cindy Nelson, all the way from Las Vegas. How you doing, Cindy? You guys
Beautiful
okay?
Flowers.
Beautiful flowers. These are from Fadi's Flowers right here in Azusa. And, and this one?
Face.
I know, that oven is hot.
Now, because we're putting both of these in at the same time, I tore the corner off of one of mine so that we can tell which one was mine, which one was hers.
So we aren't, like, eating them all?
Yeah, so we're going to put a mouthful of the spicy ones in.
So those are in the oven. We're going to do some checking, but we're going to throw this over to Pilar, who is waiting over at her bar. And...
yeah. Oh, my God. She's got such a great drink.
I'm going to go join her.
Yeah, take your
I'm going to go join her. And then I got to put my apron on because I love it.
Okay, here we go.
Do you like my earrings?
Me? I love your earrings.
Okay.
Now I don't have to decorate the tree. I'm just going to stand you next to it.
I got to go.
Okay.
Skiddly-doo-diddly-doo-dow-ba-dee-dow-dee. Pouring with Pilar. She's a barista.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Pouring with Pilar.
She's a barista. It's so funny because when you come on and you say that, in the comments people write, she's a barista.
I appreciate every one of those comments. But hello, I'm Pilar. This is my bar. And over here we express ourselves in the kitchen through making drinks. But today we're not making drinks. What are we making?
We're making gifts from your bar.
Gifts from our bar. And today I am joined. It's so weird to have a co-host. I'm joined by my wonderful mom to be making these. So really excited. This is great if you guys need like a last minute gift to give people, but you don't want to face those scary lines. So this is a really easy thing to just whip up in your home. It's also very heartfelt. So I'll show you the finished product right now. If I can bring you over here. We're going to be making these cute little hot cocoa jars.
They're so cute.
Aren't they fun? And they have instructions on them.
And a little special something.
To wrap up this year. So
we should get the big bottle.
The big bottle and have the hot cocoa hanging off of it. bought you a giant bottle of Kahlua and maybe a little bit of chocolate powder. So I'll be showing you guys how to make this. I started by putting the cocoa powder in mine already.
So we're going to make these right now.
Yes.
And you're going to make one and I'm going to follow your dance steps. Okay.
That way it's easier for you guys at home to follow along and jot down that recipe.
Okay. So all this is just the milk chocolate mix you get at...
I got this at Vaughn's for about $4. Okay. And we already did the math for you guys. It's going to make about 4 of these little jars. But you need to put 1 cup of the powder in your jar.
So you already have it in yours?
Yes. I already have a cup of powder in my jar. She is adding... it's the 1/4 cup measuring cup. So she's going to be putting about 4 scoops in hers.
Okay.
And I really like this one because you know how when you guys get hot cocoa and you just taste that it's watered down? This one is super, super creamy and rich. All right.
So I got that in there.
Cool. And then I'm going to be adding a little layer of chocolate chips. I'm going to be doing about 4 to 5 tablespoons of the mini chocolate chips. Okay. That's 3. So I think I am just going to do 4 today.
Okay.
So I will hand this over to you.
And these are perfect for this project because I've used these in cooking. And sometimes the cake batter, they're so tiny that they just kind of turn your cake batter a different color. So I would reserve these for something like a topping or something that's aesthetically pretty. Like
you told me that you made cookies with these one time?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good because you get like a little chocolate chip in every bite.
Yeah, but sometimes it does turn your batter
brown.
Dark brown, yeah. Okay, so I've got 4 of those. Does that look like enough?
Cool. I mean, so if you guys are regulars here, you know that I tend to feel things with my heart.
Yes, you do.
And if you need more chocolate chips, listen to your heart.
Okay.
You sound like a Disney princess. All right. And now I'm going to be adding marshmallows. Measurement, what is it, Mom?
Measurement is... with your heart. Okay.
All right, and I'm just going to be... because they're so light and fluffy, I'm just going to be filling up the rest of my jar with the marshmallows.
Okay. Thank you.
And any fallen soldiers.
So just fill it with my heart.
Mm-hmm. But not right now, because you seem a little... Feeling my heart, 2 marshmallows.
Are you eating the marshmallows?
No.
Okay, good.
Alrighty. And then...
And you know what's nice is that you should have these kinds of things in your pantry already because of the holidays. Mm-hmm. And even if you don't, they're on sale.
Yeah.
You know, they're on sale. Sometimes stores have an actual baking, like, not the end caps, but they'll actually do a whole section they pull aside. So
and they make sure that it's really well stocked because people are going in there and buying a ton of stuff.
Right. Does mine look okay so far?
Yours looks beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so we have our jars. Now to make this feel a little bit more rustic, a little bit more homemade, I made these little tags. I'll show you over here. Mm-hmm. But I made these little tags by tracing the inside of the mason jar lid. So what you can do is you can take the tag. I'm going to show you over here just so you see. Okay. I'm going to slide it on top of the metal disc.
Got it. And you don't have to hot glue it or anything?
Nope. That way, when they're done, they can just take it out.
Oh, and it snaps right in there because you pre-measured it. Got it. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we just close it.
And then you just close it.
Got it.
Cute.
So cute already.
Now, you can just give these to anybody, but after the year we've had, we're going to be adding a special little... special something.
So the one that you showed us has Kahlua, and you picked up a Kahlua.
Yes.
And then you gave me a
Malibu, which is a coconut rum.
Right.
And this one is a rum and coffee liqueur.
You could probably do what else?
You could do Bailey's.
Bailey's would be good with
Bailey's would be really good. Mm-hmm. And we got these at Bevmo for $3.
It was, it came out to like 5 for $18. Mm-hmm. But you know what I was telling Pilar too, if you're ever in a bind, you don't have to go to Bevmo. You can actually, because one time I just needed a little bit of vodka to color my cookies.
Right, yeah.
And so you can go to the liquor store and get those little tiny cute bottles.
Cute. Yeah, and so when I did the math we're just going to tie these on, by the way. We have twine and we're just going to tie them on. When I did the math for how much these mason jars or these hot cocoa jars cost, it was roughly about $4 per bottle, per container.
That's a nice gift.
Yes.
This is great for an office gift. And because for friends, and you know what too is, this is something that you're going to bring to a boil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
it's
have
safe.
written, on the instructions, you just take 2 of the tablespoons of the hot cocoa mix, maybe some chocolate chips, and then you add boiling water over it. So this is not the final container that they'll be serving it in. They can always scoop it into their mugs. But it's great because, 1, hot cocoa, and then 2, they get a jar when they're done. So there we go.
These are so cute.
A little wonky, but they are homemade.
No, they're cute. I love them. That's a great idea. So, and these you said are about, including the liquor?
Including the liquor? Yes.
Including the liquor,
because if you can hand me the hot cocoa.
Sure.
So this hot cocoa, like I said at the start of this, if you're interested in purchasing this, I got it at Vons for about $4.
Okay.
It makes about 4 of these mason jars.
That's right.
So it comes out to about $1 for this.
Right.
The marshmallows were about $2 per bag.
Right.
We barely scraped the surface of that.
Yeah.
And then these little Kahluas and our little alcohols come out to about $3.
Yeah.
So about $4 per container. And
that is so cute.
That's it. That's a finished product.
For an office gift or, between neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love this idea.
Yeah, and then before I let you guys go, I do have a question that I want to see you guys answer in the comments of what do you guys normally put in your hot cocoa? I've heard people put peanut butter in their hot cocoa.
No, really?
Caramel, orange peels, candy canes. So do you have any that you add? Other than the Mexican hot chocolate.
I do love Mexican hot chocolate, so I would probably add cinnamon. I do like
cinnamon.
Cinnamon
Is good.
Yeah.
It's also good. I do a lavender tea bag.
Oh.
So like that sleepy time tea bag, and it's a very nice lavendery chocolate.
Yeah, a lot of people like the crushed peppermint.
That's good.
So would you crush the candy cane first, or just attach the candy cane there?
However you guys see fit.
Oh, it'd be cute with a candy cane for kids. Leave the liquor out. And give it to the kids with a candy cane.
Leave the liquor out. I thought you meant like out on the table. Like, all right, kids. Santa's coming. Drink them.
Remember when you were little and we would leave Santa a shot of something?
Yeah.
Other people left cookies and we would leave,
whiskey.
Yeah, we used to leave him a shot going, Santa's probably so cold. And
I know.
it's a long night.
I was like, why is Santa drinking and driving? And you're like, don't worry about it. Go to bed.
Yeah.
He's coming.
Yeah. Christmas magic.
Santa's immune.
Thank you so much for this idea.
Thank you for helping me. That was that's my Christmas gift to you. So you can keep that.
I think we can do 4 of these in probably 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah.
And it's ready to go. You can throw this in with your homemade cookies or, whatever. That is really cute.
Yeah,
Fit
so
nice
there we
in the
are.
basket.
And like I said, leave in the comments what your go-to hot cocoa recipe is. And I will definitely try to recreate them in my own time. But let me know if you guys do this. Send me pictures if you do. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you guys have great, great holidays. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Skiddly-doo-dee-doo-dow-ba-dee-dow-dee. Pouring with Pilar. She's a barista.
Come on, get back in here.
Wasn't that fun? And look what I brought from her bar. This is a gift for her.
That's a very cool idea.
For one of her favorite aunties and her favorite tia, and so this is her little gift for her because my sister loves some Kahlua. You watching, Monica? She loves some Kahlua. Pilar the barista, you rock.
She loves Kahlua so much she named her dog.
She named her dog Kahlua. We're going to talk about Kahlua in a little bit, too. Cinnamon for sure, Suzanne says. Whipped cream, of course, whipped cream. You checking the nuts?
Yep.
Okay. Or white chocolate peppermint. That would be great. Love Christmas magic. So these jars, they are so cute. You can buy them right now at Michael's or Joann's. You can buy them by the dozen and use your 40% coupon off. So, are you okay back there?
It's just hot on my face.
It's the cayenne pepper. Are you all right?
Yeah. It's hard to breathe. I can't breathe.
Okay. They look done. They done?
No, I want to
Toast them up a little bit more. Oh my God, this guy, he has me. Woo, he has me. Whoa. Okay, so that is the first gift from the kitchen. We're baking another one, and we're on to
Cookies.
cookies. Of course, Christmas cookies are what we're going to give for Christmas to our neighbors and friends. Unfortunately, Anna Marie and Richard, I looked up about how to mail them, but you basically have to wrap each cookie in bubble wrap. So I will send you the recipe instead.
Unless you want cookie crumbles.
Cookie crumbles, right.
But those are good too.
So my favorite, I don't have recipes for these ready to go because I go to Sally's Baking Addiction. And she is phenomenal.
She is Debbie's friend.
She's not my friend.
She
In my
keeps
mind,
saying she's
in
my
my
friend.
mind, she's my friend. In my mind, she's my friend. And Samin Nosrat, who wrote Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat, and Reed Drummond, the Pioneer Woman. And we all get together and we talk.
And you bake and
we
you cook.
No, we go out to eat.
Oh, sorry.
We go out to eat
'Cause you're
and
tired.
critique. Yeah. So don't forget, those have 15 minutes total.
Total. Okay.
Don't burn those pecans or you're going to make another run of Sprouts.
Well, I'm not going to do that because I got extra pecans
Don't
on
burn-
my third trip to Sprouts.
Don't burn your nuts.
Wow.
I'm a little concerned about them. All right.
Wow.
All right, so Sally's Baking Addiction, that's where you want to go. You can go on Pinterest. You can go on her blog. She has amazing tricks and tips for cookies. So we're going to talk about these cookies here. And can
Yes.
you get this camera going here for me?
Sure.
Okay. So here's some of these cookies that I have baked from using her recipes. We've got oatmeal. And her oatmeal cookies, what's different about her oatmeal cookie is that she puts molasses in it. Just a little kiss of molasses, it makes it different. She also has her peanut butter cookie. It's a very classic recipe. And this is her chocolate chip cookie. Now, what's different about her chocolate chip cookie, I don't know if you can see how that just rises like that. It's it's a soft cookie and it's a tall cookie. And there's cornstarch in there, and that's what gives it its fluffiness. Let me know if he burns himself, because I can't even bear to look.
Burning my eyes.
Now, all of Sally's Baking Addiction cookies, they take a little trip into the fridge and they stay there. Or better yet, they go into the freezer. You can actually roll your cookies into balls, and you can freeze your cookie dough so that if you want to make a dozen and have them fresh on Christmas morning, you can do that. Now, she has a specific trick for these chocolate chip cookies, which once you know the trick, it is going to change your life here. You get the ball of cookie dough, all right? And as you're rolling it into a ball, you turn it into a cone. So it's a conical shape, almost like the grimace from McDonald's. So it's a conical shape. So it's a little pointy on the top. So what happens with that cookie as it bakes, it keeps a very fluffy, I don't even know what you would call this shape. It's just a beautiful shape.
Pile.
It's
a pile of cookies.
It's a pile of deliciousness. So these are the classic cookies. She also does a beautiful recipe for
Oh my God,
these
those are good.
Christmas sparkle cookies.
Hold that up for the
Sure.
people.
The ones in the middle there. Those are cookies, like if you've made peanut butter cookies, all you do, peanut butter cookies, you roll the ball in sugar before you put it in the oven. So what you're doing here is it's called a sparkle cookie, and you roll the ball into this beautiful sanding sugar. And I had some red and some green, but I also had like half a bottle of silver and gold, so I mixed that into a couple of those.
Oh, that's why you asked me last night if it's sparkly.
Yeah.
It is. And these, tell them what's in it.
Cream cheese. There's cream cheese in there. Travis tasted one. He goes, I don't know what is in this sugar cookie that's making it different.
It was a little different.
So, yeah. So, those are the Christmas cookies. So, you roll it into a ball. Then you roll it into your sanding sugar. Or if you don't have sanding sugar, just use plain sugar. And then before you stick it in the oven, as you're looking at all these beautiful as you're looking at all these beautiful spheres of cookies ready to go, you can get your spatula, I use a little juice glass, and you just press it softly at the top so that it makes a shape that's flat on the top.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you push it out a little bit.
Oh, got it.
With a peanut butter cookie, you would do it with a fork, right? Boom and boom.
Like
done.
those that
right.
you have there.
Right. But this is done with just a flat. You can use your measuring cup. You can use a juice glass like I did. But you just press it down, put it in the oven, and it bakes it beautifully. This other sugar cookie here, yes, Suzanne, they are delicious. And the cream cheese just gives it just 2 ounces of cream cheese. Now, these right here are regular cutout sugar cookies. These are my sister's favorite. And I use a no-chill recipe. They're ready to cut out and go. And I can put those in the notes.
So no chill means that when you make dough, normally you'd have to chill it
Right.
before you bring it out.
But you saw yesterday how the refrigerator just had bowls and bowls of dough. So sometimes it's nice just to have a dough ready to go and cut out. So later on today, I'll be making meringue, royal icing to go on top of these. Because usually when you build your cookie box, which I'll do right now, you put your colorful ones on the top for a little pop of color.
So my friend Robert said, I'm glad you're having a ball with your cookies. I'll take the peanut butter cookies.
Yes.
These are very good. It's our nephew's favorite. These chocolate chip cookies are really good too in the oatmeal. But my favorite cookie of all time hurt Debbie's feelings when she asked me the other night.
My husband loves the Danish butter cookies that you get in this tin here.
In the sewing tin.
Like my daughter said, well, that's a sewing tin.
Yeah.
Cookies don't come in those? Cookies come in those? I go, yes.
So right before bed, she's like, what's your most favorite cookie? And I'm like, the little Danish butter cookies. So about an hour later, we go to bed, and she's there playing on her phone. And I'm like, what are you doing? She's looking for a recipe for these butter cookies.
And I found one, but I had a hard time putting them out on a spritzer. You need a big tip, a Wilton tip. 1M is the tip.
A squeeze bag?
A squeeze bag.
Yeah.
And then you have to, because it's just, I can do it great with frosting, but cookie dough is something different. So it took me a while, but I did make the cookie. It turned out really ugly. I'm not even going to show you. But what it tasted like
tasted really good.
It tasted great. It tasted like
we're not quite there.
We're not quite there, but with the shape, but the taste was just like pan dulce. You know, the pink and the white cookies that you get, the soft ones, that's exactly the taste. It was delicious. All right, so now we're ready.
So we just need to keep trying that about 12 more times.
So now we're ready to pack these up. What can you use? Well, I went to Joann's and I found these cookie tins, 3 cookie tins with their lids for $5.99, and they were getting rid of them, so they put them for sale. Mm-hmm. I don't know why people consider, hey, let's do a fire sale on all our Christmas stuff in November.
Yeah, it didn't make sense.
It's ridiculous,
we
right?
We asked them several times, and when
you
said
sure?
yes,
Are you
we
sure?
went back and got some more.
I also got these on Amazon, and these are little foil containers like, your to-go food, but they have this cute little Christmas design. They have a Happy New Year design, and so I'm going to fill that up for our waste management people, the trash truck drivers, because people forget about them when it comes time to holiday tip. People like the waste management and your post lady cannot take cash. So they can take, food gifts. They can't take gift cards. So you got to be creative when it comes to them. So
the Sparklets guy can, but he keeps leaving the bottles in the wrong place.
I like our Sparklets guy. I'm giving
And I
him...
happen to think he's an ass.
Travis!
How many notes do you have to leave before he finally writes
stop
back?
You got to take this out. That's not nice.
Okay, I'll edit this out of the live feed.
That's not kind.
Okay.
That's not nice.
But seriously, I even called the branch.
Stop it.
Okay, we're
that
stopping
it doesn't make you look good.
Okay.
All right. Debbie, what are you saying you dip half in chocolate?
She was talking about the butter cookies.
The butter cookies, absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna build this for a lucky person in our neighborhood. These are little wax papers I get at Smart and Final. I use them when I pack Travis's lunch. I line the Tupperware for his sandwiches. And so, when you go into a bakery, you have these to grab. So I'm gonna put a couple oatmeal cookies in here, like this. I'm gonna put a couple peanut butter in here. I also put a little Christmas napkin there at the bottom, and then a couple chocolate chip.
Meanwhile, the pecans behind me are cooling, So we're waiting for
And
those
then
to
I'm going to put,
let's put this over.
I'm going to put a green and a red. And then I will put 2 of the sugar cookies, and I will go back and I will decorate them later, because you want that meringue. Royal icing is really easy. I make mine with meringue powder, not eggs. And so if you can find meringue powder ready to go, it really is the best kind. Or some people just like their sugar cookie like that, so it's ready to dunk into a cup of coffee
or cocoa.
Yeah. So this is kind of what it will look like when it's ready to give. So, Debbie, what if I don't have those fancy tins that you got at Joann's for a song? That's okay. You can you can recycle a cookie tin that from the Danish cookies. You know what? My sister I give her cookies every year. Sugar are her favorite, and she gives me back the canister, so I have it. You can do it. These are bags that I got at the dollar store with a circular cardboard there, so you can do like it's like a plate at the bottom. Yeah.
To keep everything in one place.
Yeah, and then you build your bag like that. So there's that option. And then we have,
just
regular paper plates.
These are nice and heavy, so you could put a lot of food, or in this case cookies, without fear of them falling or breaking.
Right. And then you just cover with a piece of saran wrap, and you put a bow or a piece of foil, and you put it in a bowl. And yes, Caitlin, the dollar store does have canisters too. I don't have mine from the dollar store. It's a plastic one. I'll try to go grab it in a second. So I was telling Travis what's cool about these plates is that it reminds me of my childhood when somebody would come knocking at your door and they had a plate with foil with a bow. You're like, oh, it's somebody's baking. Yeah. So you can do this for your neighbors and friends. Then once you get your cookies all ready to go, you're going to probably want to drop another little piece of tissue on top.
That'll just keep them in place.
Just keep them in place.
Nice.
And then go ahead and cap them off. And then what you want to do is give them a little text. Hey, I'm dropping cookies off. Can I drop them off at your door? And you just put them in a shopping bag, or you can buy cute little brown bags, little brown shopping bags from Amazon. But really, a plastic bag is just fine. Your neighbors aren't going to be critical.
Yeah.
So you just put in a little plastic bag, you text them and say, hey, I'm dropping some cookies off at your door. So those are the different ways that you can wrap up your cookies. Please don't forget your post carriers and your waste management people.
And your sparklets
guy. Because you know what? They are frontline workers, and they don't have a choice whether or not they can go to work. Also, on that note, on our porch, we have something for our Amazon drop-off people. And I have bottles of water, chips, granola bars, everything's...
Big boxes of candy.
Yeah,
She's hooking them up.
Everything's wrapped. So, well, that assures that they're not going to just like drop my, my stuff on the floor. So we're all done with that.
So let's get rid of these.
Yeah.
And while those are cooling still, because I feel like...
Now, there's someone really special on our Christmas list that we don't forget every year. And Monica, I don't know if you're watching. Can I get clues?
No. I did a taste test ahead of time.
These are for our Luna's cousin. What is that dog to us? We're going to just say a family friend.
Our dog niece.
Our dog niece is, did you hear Luna when she's like, what, cookies? Mm-hmm. Kahlua is my sister's great big chocolate Labrador dog. And I make her cookies, and because these cookies have to be kept in the refrigerator, she'll say, do you want these cookies? And Kahlua actually goes to the refrigerator and wait, because she knows that's where her cookies are. I don't have the exact episode, but a lot of you emailed us pictures of your beautiful dogs, and we did a whole show on dog cookies. So that is the cookie here. These are called Woofies, and these are peanut butter, pumpkin, wheat flour cookies. And then Travis surprised me with a beautiful Nordic...
Oh, right here.
Travis surprised me with a beautiful Nordic pan. It's a bunt, the people that make the bunt pan. And this is the pan, and it's for dog treats. And it came with a little bag of where you add your own peanut butter and water. And I made these cute little treats, and Luna loves them. She just loves them. And there's also a recipe, 2 more recipes for you to continue to use this. And so this came out not flat like a cookie, but it's layered like a biscuit. So I'm going to put a couple of those in here for her. So we're big on telling you to repurpose. And this was something that I used to make my chocolate covered pretzels. This is what my pretzels came in. And Travis, you want to tell them about the label there while I fill this up?
So for this and for other projects that Debbie has in here, containers, we want to make it look nice. So what we did was we first started with Goo Gone to take the label off. So Goo Gone is just you spray it on and it dissolves the glue from mason jars or jam, jelly jars, plastic containers like this without hurting the surface. And then I always have these big, they're full sheet labels that you can put in your printer. And then if you're not a graphic designer, that's okay. There's a website called Canva, Canva.com. And you can go there and design labels and all sorts of things that you can stick on there. And then just print them on your own home printer. We've actually got some labels on our website if you go to the recipes on cookingwithdebbieandfriends.com. So if you go there and click on recipes, that top recipe, we've got the recipe for the pecans and the spicy and naughty and nice ones, but also the label and a link so that you can download this or go to Amazon and buy this. But you download the PDF, the label's already ready to go, and that is on our website.
Now, while we're on that note about repurposing, save your containers. Save your containers. Travis loves these big pretzel nuggets that I order from Amazon, and they come in this great big thing. I've used big containers for my cookie cutters. Can you see that it says Christmas cookie cutters there? And then this one will be for miscellaneous. So all I have to do is wash this out and use it. And these come in handy. These come in really handy. So don't throw them out. Keep them.
Right, and the labels are nice too, because if you store them up, which we do in the pantry out in the garage, we store them a little high, and I have to usually come and get them and bring it down so she can sort through and figure out which ones are which. So the label on there will show her immediately, I need that one, and not have to go and sort through and figure it out. So
with that, we have that container, and we have the dollar store one. Where did it go? Sorry. Oh, the dollar store one is right here.
Yep.
Now, nuts. All right. Nuts from the oven.
Are we bringing them over?
Well, let's give it a little tasty.
Okay, these are the spicy ones, see, because I tore the thing.
Uh-huh.
Cuidado. And these are a little bit more brown. These are the
They don't
nice
have
ones.
as much syrup.
Yeah, let's just... How's it feel?
I like it. The cayenne is on the back. I mean, the cayenne is on the back note. So you're going to taste the sweet first.
Yep.
That's going to grab you first.
And that pecan flavor.
And the pecan flavor. And then you pick up that...
as soon as you swallow, that you feel that heat on the back of your mouth.
Yeah, it's really, really warm and beautiful.
Oh, that's really good. And it's not overpowering.
Mm-mm. Now, this is the maple.
Yeah.
The maple syrup pumpkin spice.
Always try this one first, because I still feel the heat in my mouth.
Hi, Paula. You're not late. We're going to recap everything for you in a minute.
Speaking of which, Bruce...
Bruce with his Instapot.
Oh,
you
yeah,
said something about that damn Instapot.
Comachingas.
Comachingas with your Instapot.
Sorry, I've missed you guys lately. Got my job back.
Yay!
And been busy. Yes, he asked, is this the Instapot Christmas special? It is. We already did that. You're going to have to rewind it later.
All right. Are these like the Trader Joe ones? Yes, Flora. They're a lot like the Trader Joe ones. Yeah.
Look how delicious those look, you guys. And they're sweet. They are spicy. These are really perfect. I'm going to grab one more before you take that. Just so good. Now, I was going to say, I'm going to wait until you come back to that.
Okay.
Because we've got some creative ways that we stored those.
Right. Now, these are just jam and jelly jars that we have saved and we sterilized in the dishwasher. We don't throw anything away here. And of course, we've got, Pilar, who just has all these ideas.
We gift a lot, you guys. And when you do that, when you share the food that you make in your kitchen, these little jars come in handy. Not the pickle or olive jars, though.
No, not pickle or olive. So these were jam jars. So I'm going to show you what Travis did with these. He put the label on it. And if you see, that has the 3 little chilies on there that lets you know that's hot. So this is a gift ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Now show the other.
The other one only has the 1 little chili pepper that tells you it's just a little spicy. So we've got that. And Travis, you want to show how we do these?
Oh, yeah. Oh, and when you download these labels, they're 2.5 high like this by 4 wide. And so they fit perfectly on this, but if you're going to do a label custom size, all you really need to do is where the ridge stops on the side and where it ends here, measure that area. And this is about 2.5 inches, and that's why I made these labels this way. Plus, that's a nice little jar, and also it fits nicely onto a mason jar. So we're going to do a mason jar real quick. Yep.
That easy.
I'm going to make this as straight as possible, but I'm doing it on this counter, which is a little slippery.
There you go.
Yeah. And show the people.
And these were the right ones, right? These are the
those
spicy
are the
ones.
ones. Those are the ones we were doing.
These are the spicy.
Yeah, remember the blue was the maple.
Yeah.
So just spoon them in, fill it up, and it's ready to go.
All ready to go.
BG says, so creative. Love all these ideas.
I'm glad, BG, because I'm going to show up to your door. I'm showing up to your door with some of these fun stuff.
Yeah.
And, I remember BG being at our house for something, and she was, at the time, she was vegetarian. She has since incorporated different protein. But she was at our house, and somebody walked in with a bag of nuts, and she goes, nuts, I can eat nuts. And I felt so bad that I didn't think about having something on the table for her.
I'm sure she forgot
I'm sure, yeah. But you know what? Like I said, this is a great vegan treat
show the people
for people. Sure. And again, you can use a brand new mason jar that you run through your dishwasher. You can use an old jelly jar, which is what we did there. And you can even use bags that were made for food storage, little Ziploc bags. And you know what? I remember getting the best caramel corn from a friend who just put it in a quart-size freezer bag. Nothing fancy, just the Ziploc, and Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah.
And it was just fine.
Sometimes those are the best gifts.
Yeah, we don't want you guys to, leave your house if you don't have to. Home is the safest place for you right now. So these are wonderful. Go to Pinterest. Look at Sally's Baking Addiction. You can go to Izzy's blog, Fake Blonde Real Life.
Yep.
Fake Blonde Real Life.
.com or on Instagram at Fake Blonde Real Life.
You can go back to our past episode to pick up the dog bone recipes, the dog treat recipes. Mm-hmm. And you can always switch out this Kahlua for any kind of cute little liqueur.
Or just as is.
You're just as is. Remember, your friends don't want you to be out and about either. So this is a great way to give gifts from your kitchen with love, and I love this.
Yeah.
This was a fun show.
Tasty.
I couldn't even sleep last night. I was so excited.
Oh my God, she was so excited this morning too when she woke up.
I'm like, we could do our show today about gifts from the kitchen. So if you do any of these ideas, please shoot us a picture. We would love to see you. Tell all your friends about Mrs. Claus. Remember, adults only.
That's Tuesday right here, same place, but at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Bye, everybody.
Cooking with Debbie and friends. Cooking with Debbie and friends.
Remember that Eddie Izzard joke with Jesus at the Last Supper?
No.
I'm going to do big arms.
Oh, that's right. That's funny.
When they were taking the picture, I'll do big arms.
We love you guys too. Thank you for joining us in our kitchen.
We have 4 or 5 nice plastic buckets that contain litter by the curb.
Ew. Who said that?
Flora.